What is going on, guys? So you guys pick a town or a country or town in a country. We'll look up jobs and then we'll see how we can apply to those. I'm actually gonna I don't know if I'll put my real resume and stuff in because I don't want to get too blacklisted. I'm pretty sure most people Google me already and they're like, yeah, no, this guy's pulling our chain. We could use the alias, but I'd have to find his resume and stuff. But this is just gonna be a quick little stream. We can hang out. San Francisco or Atlanta. All right, straight to the point. Tampa, Florida. Lawrence is first. Let's do Tampa. Oh no, we got Kaido. He wants Germany. All right, you guys can see my screen and stuff. Let me move the chat out the way. Where is the chat? Chat box. Oh my God. All right, look. Everybody's just jumping in. Mumbai. All right, we're going to start with Germany. We'll set a timer for 5 minutes each, okay? And I'll walk you through how to do this. So, first of all, we're going to need Germany. All right, senior PHP developer, React.js front end. I'm not sure. Let's see if this is in English. It's a visa sponsor, so if you're not from the country of Germany, you could move there. All right, so this is in English. I'm going to assume their working language is in English. Let's take a look right here. We got company type is VC funded. Job responsibilities together with your team. You ship new features. Work directly with UI UX. Bring their designs to life. I actually use this bring their designs to life word for word in my cover letter. Strive to deliver the best possible experience. Let me know if the music's too loud, by the way. I can turn my mic down a little bit. Raleigh, North Carolina. All right. Alice, how's it going? Profound knowledge of JavaScript. This must be like a direct translation from German to English. React 2+ years. Treat CSS as first-class citizen. This is really German to English translation. You favor open communication, constant feedback, short decision paths. So never stop learning, attitude, get stuff done. Let's take a look real quick. Flexible working hours, that's cool. 2,000 euros for learning. Stock options. So this is a startup, right? VC funded. Just be careful of that. I'm not sure quite how that works in Germany as far as like financial security, but most startups fail. So they connect stakeholders through software for construction companies. You could talk about if you've ever had any experience with construction companies or just communicating with investors. So if you've ever been like customer support, you could talk about how you've had to communicate with people on a day-to-day basis and you're passionate about, just making communication easier. You can talk about that in the cover letter. Agile work environment. So make sure to mention that you like working in fast-paced environments. Number one, they're a startup. Number two, they mention specifically here they're using live in agile work environment. DevOps, continuous integration, testing, work as a Scrum team, open boards. Okay, looking good, looking good. Let me guys know if you want more information on what I'm doing here. I'm trying to not be too vague, but I want to get to other cities too. So let me know if this is helping. Just leave me a thumbs up if this is helping. So Alaska, do they have a tech stack? Okay, here we go. Got a tech stack. So I'd make sure to mention these in your cover letter or resume. Like even if you're not doing Python, Django, make sure to mention somewhere that you have an interest in these things, and vice versa for all the other skills that you don't have. We leverage AWS, so you could talk about if you've get to know the free version of AWS, just practice with it, then talk about how you've been looking for an opportunity to use AWS services professionally. Circle CI is pretty popular. I'd research that. I'm just looking at chat over here. What else we got? So it's a young software company. How many people were here? 11 to 50 people. Not very big. Founded in 2018, so last year. So that's actually pretty big for 1 year. What we want to do here is maybe go to CrunchBase and look for Alaska. So we'll go to CrunchBase. So CrunchBase is a website where you can look up startups pretty much. So we'll look up Alaska. We can see how much money they got. So last funding was a seed round, so your best bet's not gonna be very good. Also, this is a little hack here. Usually the CEO of whatever the company is for startups put their email here. So I'm not trying to dox this guy, but like if you're in Germany, maybe hit this email up, and that's like a direct line. Skip HR if they have one. You can view it on LinkedIn. 1 to 10 here, so that hasn't been updated. Can we see how much money they got? One seed round was raised by HV. Number of investors, so 2 investors. Can we see how much money they got? No. I think we got to pay if we want to see that, but that's where we're at with Alaska. And so this is the founder. So if you're looking for a CEO or someone to directly message, that would be this guy right here. Just trying to provide the value up front to you guys and doing this as quickly as possible. Okay, hopefully this helps for Alaska. We'll go back to another city. Who's next? Tampa, Florida. Software engineer, JP Morgan Chase. Is there anything that's not a bank? We'll sort by newest. Tampa, Florida is looking like JP Morgan a lot here. Kind of vague. Customer champion. Okay, so I was talking about this yesterday. Oh, this is 3 weeks ago, but this actually might be more technical than you think, even though it's called customer champion. So we'll take a look at this one real quick. But for whoever asked about Tampa, Florida, it looks like your best bet is, dude, Nate. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? It looks like your best bet here is something gonna be like JP Morgan, at least in Tampa on Stack Overflow. But keep in mind, companies that post on Stack Overflow have to pay like almost $5,000 to just make a basic post, not even like the sponsored one. So it's a bank. They got lots of money. Okay, so test demos. What are we doing here? Okay, so this is a key role at a small and growing company with ample room for future growth and is perfect for aspiring developers. So if you want to move into a dev role, this is that position, right? Like only candidates from Florida and New Jersey will be considered. Okay, so it does have actually limited remote, so it might be able to work remote a few days a week, which is kind of nice. Oh, we got remote Mondays and Fridays, so that's almost like a 4-day weekend. It's kind of nice. Probably keeps the team pretty motivated knowing you're off on Monday and Friday. So this is one of those customer jobs I was talking about. It's more technical than you think it would be, and it's a great way to get your foot in the door at a company, and you can move laterally rather than directly into it. So keep an eye out for these customer success jobs here. So developable tickets. So basically you'll be making the tickets for the developers, and then I'm sure as you work with the developers, you'll help them, or they'll give you a shot at it. Test every demo. So this is one of those jobs that you want to be like, look, I really want to be a dev, but this is what I got right now. I'm really good with customer experience. So, what's up, guys? Ramon, how's it going? Roman, Noah, Wisconsin, okay. 2-year college degree or greater preferred. Keyword there, preferred. Ignore. Prior experience in engineering, whatever. Proficiency with Google Drive. What? Okay. Kanban, Basecamp. Okay. This doesn't seem very devy, right? But then you see this one right here. Write automated UI tests. So this would be your dev part. So you can talk about how you want to get into the testing environment and then move into development in your cover letter. How big is this? It's a private company, 1 to 10 people. It's in aerospace. So you can always use the type of industry it's in to maybe like mix and match. Be like, oh, like for me, if I were to write this, I'd be like, yeah, I've always had an interest in aviation. I've always wanted to be a pilot, but my technical skills revolve around developing. And then I would kind of like go into that maybe. As far as resume, I would probably include dev skills and customer service skills. The more technical you could be, the better, because these are all kind of soft skills that are hard to prove. So I'm not sure if a portfolio would be great here, but yeah. What else did I miss? Eddie, how's it going, man? Check out New York City. Melvin, what's up, man? Cool guy. Can I check out Philadelphia? Yeah. So I don't know who is next. Hopefully this one helps for... This is in Plant City. I know it's not in Tampa, but this is a pretty cool job. It was 3 weeks ago. It's still up here. So if you guys are looking for a pretty cool job for New Jersey or Florida, maybe check out Customer Champion at the Mad Botter. That would be cool. India, Mumbai. Okay, we'll get there. All right, San Francisco. You really want San Francisco? San Francisco's like easy jobs. Let's post by newest. Java Web, I don't know how to do that. Full stack, 3+ years. So 120K to 160K plus equity, paid relocation. You got to realize 120K is like not that much in San Francisco. Actually, I recently read an article that 117K and below is considered low income in San Francisco. So you're 3K above low income. Consider that. It looks good to talk, yeah, I make 6 figures, but like, who cares if you can't buy anything but ramen noodles? Especially 3+ years? No. All right, but we'll click on it anyways. The best work of your life. We'll see about that. VC funded 11 to 50 people. What is all these emojis? I don't know. I'm kind of turned off by these emojis. I don't know about you guys, but who writes job descriptions? I bet they're asking for like a Jedi or like a ninja or like rock star developer. Every time I read that, I'm just like, no. You will rapidly grow into a company leader. Take pride in building elegant. Yeah, this is good. So they use React, Golang, Postgres, Electron, Google Cloud. So this almost seems a little bit like a dev shop. As you can see here, they're talking about how they've worked with many different customers and built many different applications for these customers. So that's kind of how I would approach this job. Like, look, I enjoy making different applications and learning different technologies, and that's what you're going to be doing at this job. You're going to be moving from product to product, project to project, customer to customer, and you have to be okay with that. So if you're like just want one stack and you want to go hard on that stack, that's not going to be the job for you here. This job is going to be like, you're going to do a stack and you're going to move to a new company or company's project, and you're going to learn their stack, whatever you're building for them, and you're going to keep doing that. I like kind of roles like this. You know, you get to learn a little bit of everything, but that's just me. LA, California. All right. San Francisco has so many jobs. 7% week to week, 30% month to month. That's a lot of money. 7% is really good. Flexible vacation. Keep in mind about this flexible vacation thing, right? They don't tell you how much you can take, so therefore you don't know how much to take, and you're kind of like, is 2 weeks good? And then you end up just getting the average, same thing as everything else. It looks good on the benefits though. The little present emoji. 3K desk setup, yeah, that's great. Catered lunch every day. Come as you are. Why is that a benefit? You should be able to do that anyways. Yeah, so that's what this is. I would talk about how you like working brand to brand, stack to stack, customer to customer, different people, different things, lots of different tech skills, stuff like that. All right, let's move on to the next one. Would you work there if they want to hire you? No, I don't work for people. I work with people. I partner with people. I don't work for people. I like doing my own thing. I'm just a lone wolf like that. Could you do Dallas, Texas? Louisville, Kentucky? All right, we'll do Louisville, Kentucky. Jacob. See if there's anything within 20 miles. Release engineer, React Native developer, undefined LLC, remote. It doesn't say anything about money. This might be a small company. 11 to 50. They'd probably pay. So preferred time zone. You could be Eastern time zone plus or minus 4 hours, which means you could be on the West Coast too. Employees can also work full-time from this office if you do live there. So this is a remote job, 2 to 3 full-time developers. So guys, if you're on the lookout here, this might be a good job here. Undefined LLC, remote, manage your time, manage yourself. Okay, you see what I'm talking about when I talk about remote jobs? It's about culture fit because they have to trust you. You need to be able to manage yourself and push yourself to do things when no one's making you do it. So if you got a side project to show off, remote jobs are for you because no one's making you do that side project typically. And that really goes far on these remote jobs. So if you don't know React Native, but you know React, maybe say, hey, I want to get into React Native. Let's see. JavaScript, SCSS, HTML, Firebase. Yeah, this is like literally front end. You'll probably also work with so NoSQL and MySQL APIs. So if you can read documentation, congratulations. You might learn to interface a little bit with Objective-C Java. So this seems pretty comprehensive, and it's remote. They have a Shopify store, so maybe if you have previous experience in e-commerce, you could talk about that and how you set that up, and give a little bit more besides just the developing, because that way, if it's a smaller company, you might be able to help drive some financial decisions here too. Team primarily communicates via Slack. Yeah, that's not really a skill. Act like an adult and you'll be treated like one. Okay, the reason why they have this here is probably because they hired someone that's childish and didn't work or mistrusted them. So I don't know how I feel about that. What's up, man? How am I doing, dude? I just got back from the gym. It was leg day. That's why I'm sitting in my chair. If you make a promise to a team member or anyone, you'll see it through, even if that means working later on the weekend. You'll never get in trouble for asking questions, but for doing something stupid because you didn't bother asking. So this seems like this could be a little annoying. They might treat you like a baby, and they might be a little bit condescending. Like, why is this a benefit? Act like an adult, be treated like one? That's a baby icon in a stroller. What? I don't know how I feel about this. I would really need like some autonomy for me to be okay with this. We're ready to hire today. So if you guys, I don't know, if you guys are interested, don't really care about being micromanaged, maybe hit this job up. They're looking for 2 or 3 people right now. These are the definites, right? So if you definitely know these, definitely apply. If you have ever used an API, which I'm guessing you have, that's good. If you know SQL, that's good. Node, you could probably learn that before you actually like get the job. Hopefully nap times. I mean, it's remote. Technically, nap time is whenever you want, as long as you get the work done. If they're like that, right? If they're a company that's like that. Okay, we'll go to the next job now. Louisville, Kentucky guy. I hope that helped you. Bro, spamming Orlando because you're spamming Orlando. We just did Florida like 2 seconds ago, but let's see. What'd I miss? All right, we'll hit up Las Vegas. On-site and limited remote. I'm a big fan of that. Let's go ahead and click this. 6 days ago, not bad. Private 51 to 200 people. Could be a little bit corporate here. Let's take a look. BS in computer science or related area or relevant work experience. Okay, so you can just basically ignore this whole thing. 5+ experience in developing enterprise level software. You can ignore that. You're familiar with Git. Okay, if you have 5+ years experience in software, you're more than familiar with Git. Like, this is your lifeline. Okay, most importantly, you're passionate about learning and love to stay up to date on the latest technology. This is the thing that I would read that I would place the most emphasis on. Work with QA, collaborate with managers, make sure your customers are getting what they want, or you might have to compromise, etc. What else we got? Design and develop applications in React or Angular. So if you know Angular and want to learn React, this would be a good job. And if you know React and you want to learn Angular, this would be a good job. So you could be like, I currently know this, but I want to learn this. And just kind of like go back and forth like that. Enthusiastic and passionate engineers to join a team. So this seems like really big culture fit. Life, 401k, catered lunches, high energy environment. That's good. This looks pretty standard to me. And then they mention remote up here at the top, which seems like they're open to being flexible, pretty progressive. At first, the job will be remote. At some point, we'll begin an office if it makes sense and do part on-site, part remote. Okay, so this is actually remote for almost everyone right now, and they have over at least 51 people. So that's cool. This is a pretty cool job in Las Vegas. I don't know if you guys are in Las Vegas. Maybe hit this place up, Price Spider. What else we got? Dennis, what's up, man? You should try applying in Oslo. We'll have to see if there's anything on Stack Overflow for Oslo. Boulder. All right, we'll do Boulder, Colorado here. There's a lot of cryptocurrency startups in Boulder. Lead Network, CenturyLink, pass. Front-end software engineer. I can't wait for people to get triggered over this part of the title. They're not real engineers. Let's click. So you get 90K to 110 and equity and remote. You know this job is flooded with applications. But let's take a look. Preferred time zone, my time zone right now, Mountain Standard Time. You can also work at the office if you want. Mid senior front-end engineer. Okay. Let's look at the requirements real quick. Nothing really here. Relevant skills: TypeScript, JavaScript. So I'm gonna guess they work with Angular. Yep, they work with Angular, React Vue, Git source control. Like, I feel like this is standard for any job. Unit, end-to-end testing. So that's what they use. Experience building responsive UI. So you could, CSS Grid would be good here. Bootstrap obviously would be good here, and then maybe even some responsive in terms of like Material UI. Material UI would go great with Angular right here. This position is open for remote or placement, so that's cool. Please include links to your profiles and any of the following: GitHub, Bitbucket, LinkedIn, Twitter. Don't give them Twitter. Don't give them Stack Overflow. I would give them GitHub, Bitbucket, and LinkedIn. Cybersecurity platform for managing automated security operations. Not micromanagement. That's cool. So this seems like pretty cool. It's probably pretty high end, mid to senior front end. So you have extensive experience with JavaScript and TypeScript and are willing to learn and work with these languages on a daily basis. So if you're down with that, apply. Have you ever wanted to work with the cutting edge technologies from your house on a snowy day? Seems like a pretty chill company, but most companies in Colorado are pretty chill, if you get what I mean, after that legalization. He's looking for jobs only in America.
Auto shutdown initiated.
No, don't auto shut down headphones. Hold on. I gotta put the music back on.
Auto shutdown canceled.
Thank you. Give them Twitter where your profile has you. Yeah, perfect. Easiest job of your life. All right, back to jobs. State College, PA. Let's take a little gander here. Take a little look. That's a miss. Maybe let's try 50 miles. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen, bro. Maybe take a look here. Delivery driver. When you live in a smaller town like that, chances are it's not going to be on Stack Overflow. Software engineer, Video Central. WordPress developer. I don't know if you're interested in that, but let's take a look at that. We don't talk about WordPress dev that much. 3 years, front-end development, HTML5, CSS, yep. 1 year plus history of experience with WordPress theme and plugin development. I'm going to guess this is like a project shop, so they get a bunch of clients and you have to build WordPress sites for their clients or pieces of the WordPress for their clients. Yeah. So core tasks, we'll look up to you for help with internal client projects. So it seems like a pretty decent job for State College, Pennsylvania. PA's dead tech-wise. It seems okay. It seems to be doing okay in terms of Indeed here. Front-end developer, designer, Penn State University. Well, it's not your city. Firmware, so that's hardware. Yeah, this one's Video Central here. You can take a look at that. Fluent knowledge, programming language C, C++. So if you want to not be cutting edge, this is the job for you. Oh, okay. So this is going to be like streaming and video hosting, and some travel is required. Pass. Yeah, State College is not looking hot. State College is not looking hot, at least in Pennsylvania. Everything else seems to be like University Park. What else we got? Is this only mid-level senior positions? I'm just clicking on random ones, whichever one looks decent that I think I could probably talk about. You can just check it out once. Bangalore, India. Look, I don't know if there's going to be anything on Stack Overflow for that. Yeah, that's a miss. And then Indeed automatically defaults. I don't know how to search for jobs in Bangalore, India. I'm going to guess that you have companies and your own sites, and I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any websites to search for jobs. Love the channel. Hey, thanks, man. C++ is getting updates all the time. Yeah, yeah, it is, but like, there's more jobs that aren't C++ than are. Got your first chin up, nice, dude. Congratulations, Monday. Detroit, Anchorage. Which one do you want? Those are pretty far apart. I'll hit up Detroit here. Detroit, 400K a year, remote work. Can you imagine the interview process for this though? 400K a year salary. That's like $33,000 a month. All right, hit up newest real quick. Automation, Spring Boot. I can't really talk about these. Ford Motor Company. I'd be careful with these sorts of jobs. Full stack dev, Cyber Global, Detroit, React.js, JavaScript. Let's click on this one. 2 days ago. Okay, so they did like the bare bones here. So people in Detroit, you can actually call this number in before like this lady just gets bombarded. I'm sorry, Sri. Or you can email resumes to here. Bachelor's degree, yeah, ignore that. 2+ years experience, so this equates to junior. This is a junior position. IT consulting company. Yeah, not a whole lot of information here, but that's good, right? If you can call somebody and get them on the phone with you and have the conversation, you get to skip the incredible cover letter. So this is like, she's literally giving you direct access to a phone call with someone, and that's your chance to sell yourself. Whereas first you have to submit that cover letter and then hope that they respond so you can get a phone call and just have a chance to explain yourself. This seems like, you know, I'm glad I did this one. Thanks for the Detroit, Michigan one. That's how I would approach this one. Not a whole lot of, you know, React, Angular, blah, blah. Just basic, be able to know frameworks or learn a framework. What's Salt Lake City versus Utah County, like Provo? They're about the same. Gainesville, Florida. We did Florida. I'll come back to Florida. Let's do Irvine. Irvine's pretty loaded, I think. Google. Let's see. $80 to $120. PHP, JavaScript, SQL. Yeah, sure, let's hit this up. Employers are expected to be in the office unless otherwise approved. Oh, okay. Whatever. LampStack, so Laravel. Consume, creates, secure, scalable, and performant APIs. So this is more of a back-end job, really, if you're creating APIs. Building reusable code. Yeah, I mean, that's mandatory. Experience with consuming API. Well, if you're building them, you should be able to use them, right? Strong work ethic. You must be willing to work hard. They must have had someone that was slacking. That's why they have that. Experience with big data, machine learning. That'd be good. User authenticate. Yeah, this is like a back-end job. 100% this is like a back-end job. It says mid-level. It seems pretty advanced for mid-level. Like the breadth of what they're asking for. I don't know how deep they want you to know these topics, but like half of this job posting is like someone's main job, and so you'd be doing like 4 jobs. So I can't imagine they would want you to know everything here to the T. Yeah, experience back in web dev. You'll have a chance to contribute to the existing code base. Oh boy, a whole chance. But they give you training, so if you're interested in training, that'd be good. And then I guess it said kind of flexible with remote. That'd be good. So their mission is to help Amazon sellers rise to the top. So I imagine you're going to be using a lot of Amazon APIs to boost e-commerce for people's stores. Employee appreciation, that should be a given. This shouldn't be a benefit. 10 paid holidays, that sucks. That's what I got at my job, and that's pretty terrible for a software company. Gym access, extra 30 minutes for lunch to work out. Oh wow, 30 minutes. They shouldn't care. 80 hours of PTO. Literally, they said the same thing twice. 10 paid holidays, 80 hours of PTO. That's the same thing. You can't double benefit, bruh. Nice try, Helium. I'd probably pass on this company. They seem pretty stingy. What else we got in Irvine? I mean, you got a lot, like... a lot of senior stuff here. Not sure what you're looking for. Maybe here's one. Laravel, mid, senior, lead, full stack dev, front end, employees. All right, so that's cool. What did I miss? Use this site for jobs in India. All right. Canadian jobs, especially outside Vancouver, Toronto. If you guys give me a website for it, I'll use it. Josh, can you do junior web developer, junior front end developer in London, UK? I mean, we could try. We'll see if there's anything posted for that. Junior for Austin. Stop looking for junior. Stop. I'm not going to say stop asking me to look for junior, but I'm going to say to you guys looking for junior level and entry jobs, stop looking for those titles. Stop Googling those titles. They don't exist. They exist in the form of software developer, front-end developer, full-stack developer, back-end developer. Those are all junior if they say it in the title or if they don't. Like, just read the posting. Don't search specifically for junior. Don't even look for the words junior. Just apply. Okay. I mean, this is all pretty standard job stuff, right? Work together with the team, conceptualize future features of an e-commerce platform. There's a typo. Fundamental believe. You mean belief? Not a whole lot going on with the benefits. All right. Next job. Yeah, you get a whole 3 days to be sick per year. You only get 6 paid holidays at your job with ATT. Yeah, but Craig, I think you get more like sick days that even out. I think you get like 4 sick days or something. I don't know. How do you write a nice cover letter? So I made videos about that before, but you got to look at their values of what they align with, and you got to talk about how your values match their values. You got to talk about your vision matching their vision. You got to talk about how your tech ability aligns up with what their tech stack is, and if it doesn't line up, how you really want it to, and you want the opportunity to learn. And here's what I've done to kind of like kickstart that. We do unlimited sick days, as it should be. What else we got? Takeaway, dude. Love you too, man. China. I can't read the Chinese alphabet. I might have a difficult time, trying to do that. All right, we'll do Austin, Texas, then we'll hit up Seattle. Let's sort by newest. Do you guys want any perks? What kind of perks do you guys want to see? These are the perks. Okay, we'll do Visa sponsors after this. How about that? Full stack dev, JavaScript developer. I know. So Austin is like popping off. Austin's got Google. Austin's got Amazon. The dudes at Amazon make loads of money there. Austin's relatively cheap right now, but it's growing. It's pretty booming. It's going to get expensive, so get there and get a house if you can. Price is going to go up. Modern web Angular engineer. Whatever. Let's just click the top one up here. JB, just subscribe. What's up, man? We'll do Modus. North Austin. Seasoned. That's what you write in your cover letter. I'm seasoned with salt and pepper, a little bit of oregano, and some oil and vinegar. So just put that right there, cover letter. Okay, so this is really front end. Yeah, this is super front end. Full stack, this is front end. Design, SVG, tracking and resolving UX and UI, implementing, 5+ years experience, bachelor's or really ignore, D3JS. So you could talk about visualization tools. I wouldn't specifically mention D3. I've worked with D3, but you could talk about like high charts. That'd be similar, close enough. Object oriented. JavaScript server side. Okay, why don't they just? They already put Node, but whatever. Selenium or automated testing. You could talk about that. What else? Fast-paced environment. Like I could copy and paste this phrase, and you would see it in every single job post ever. Austin looks pretty good. Do you need multiple languages to get a job? I mean, it probably helps. Apple's coming to Austin. Oof. Can I do Cleveland? I was going to do Seattle next. So I'll do Seattle. Take a look at Seattle. Yeah, I know Seattle's got loads of jobs. Portland's got loads of jobs. Google, Amazon. Yeah, I mean, this is... I literally just like... Amazon has so much money. This is insane, the amount of posts. This is like 5,000 per job post, and it's just straight Amazon nonstop. Yesterday, all these posted were yesterday. Okay, so Seattle person, I think you're in good hands. Maybe let's sort by remote, maybe, because that'll cut it down quite a bit. 273. Okay. 273 to 222. Amaze. Systems engineer. Map large Unity 3D. So if you're into C#, get that up. C#, TypeScript. UI UX dev who loves user experience. O'Reilly Auto Parts. I interviewed here. So let me give you a little tip about O'Reilly Auto Parts. They make you take a test, and they make you share your screen, and they get you on the phone. And so, like, they make you share your screen, and they get you on the phone, and you're not allowed to use Stack Overflow, and you're not allowed to ask for help. And so, obviously, I cheated the shit out of that interview and just got my laptop and pulled it up. And she's like, I can hear you typing on your laptop. We're going to have to end the interview. I was like, okay, this is retarded anyways. Bye. Obviously, I didn't get that job. But anyways, pro tip for applying to O'Reilly Auto Parts. Let's just go to the next one. Customer success engineer weekend cover. This would be cool. Customer success. What are you actually doing here? So PHP, Python, Ruby, or Go. Linux system admin. You'll work 5 days a week, Saturdays, Sundays included. And autonomous on this position. That's cool. So this is customer success, right? But look at how tech this is. PHP, Python. This is a lot. This is a lot to do. I would check these out. So Seattle guy, Seattle, Washington guy. This is pretty sweet. Let's go next. So if you just made noise with the keyboard, you got the job. No, like you have to so if you'd have to be more stealthy about it. If you want to apply to O'Reilly and you want to cheat the interview and use Stack Overflow, because you're not allowed to ask for questions, so you got to be on speakerphone and you got to share your screen, and you can't do anything else. You just got to fill out, and the questions are all timed. And she's like, okay, so how's everything going? And you're like, lady, I'm trying to solve this. Give me a second. So if you were more like stealthy about it, if you open up the laptop or like pulled up your phone, but like she's like looking at your mouse, like not moving. I don't know. It was a really bad experience for me. Fresno. We'll do Oregon. Full stack dev. I mean, I'm not going to search for full stack dev. We'll see what they got, if anything. Nothing here. That's 20 miles. We can do 50 miles. So I think if you have to drive more than 50 miles to work, there's time for a new job. Yeah, not a whole lot going here in Coos Bay. Let's check out Indeed. Have turf wars with AutoZone? Yeah, that's what I should do. Coos Bay is not looking good. Licensed architect. This is not developer. I mean, maybe land developer. Loan officer. Coos Bay. Not looking good, fam. I got nothing. Tried Jacksonville. Okay. Devin has been asking for Canada for like 30 minutes. But we'll see, right? Let's just see what we got. We'll do British Columbia, Canada. 50 miles. Asana. Okay, so Asana is like a team management tool. You guys like, it's like Trello. It's really big with startups. That's what we used at my startup. We used Asana. Full stack dev. Richmond, BC, Canada. I don't know if you want Richmond. You want Vancouver. We'll just do this. So 82 to 105 Canadian. This is senior level. Company size 5K to 10K. Look at this logo. All right. I'm just gonna ask you guys, what does this logo remind you of? Okay. Pass on this job. Work safe. This is all work safe mostly. Backend engineer, Google Cloud. There's not a lot. There's not a whole lot. But then again, I don't really know the best websites to look in Canada. Stack Overflow, like a lot of other countries besides the United States have their own websites for looking for jobs. Like for example, Finland had their own website that people would use to find jobs in Finland. There wasn't any jobs on Indeed. There wasn't any jobs like on Stack Overflow. I mean, I was doing mechanical engineering, but like a lot of European countries and non-English speaking countries have their own websites for that country to find jobs. Don't post on Stack Overflow. They use Indeed. All right. What do we want? Richmond? Albuquerque? Tim Hortons team member. Do you want to be a cashier? That's what that means. Junior software developer. All right, everyone in Canada, quick, apply. Self-motivated, strong work ethic, team player. Okay, so these are the key qualifications before you even get to the tech. So you clearly see that they don't even care about the tech. I like how they like software engineering, computer science is probably really small for you guys. My bad. Like right here. Software engineering or computer science university degree or, separate bullet point, related university degree with software development experience. Experience with the following tech would be an asset but not required. So literally, they don't require you to know any tech. Right here. All you gotta, like, like this is almost everything that, like it doesn't have JavaScript, but this is almost everything that you need to know to be a developer, but they don't actually care if you know it or not because you don't typically learn any of these things at college. Passionate about technology, enthusiastic about excellent customer service. So I'm going to kind of guess this is like a project-to-project type deal. But Eigen Development, ET, I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. So if you guys are in Canada, what was the site you used to automate stuff with using Python? It's called Automate the Boring Stuff. No one applied to my job after 4 years. Blockchain developer. That's risky. Software dev, 25 to 35. Another junior job here, work safe. Junior web dev, New Westminster, British Columbia. Let's take a look at this one. Develop interfaces, write good code, participate in meetings. Like, your key responsibilities have nothing to do with code. What? Junior web developer, this is what they think of you. They don't even care if you can code or not. They're just like, give it your best shot. Certificate or degree or equivalent experience. So basically, that's irrelevant. Experience with relational databases. Learn how to write joins for the interview. Excellent written and verbal English communications, capable of understanding and resolving complex. This is the most ambiguous statement I've read all night. Flexible work environment, that'd be cool. Profit sharing, you could make that extra money there. If you do good, if the team does good, everybody does good. That's nice. What are your thoughts on sites like LeetCode if you're applying for normal dev positions? LeetCode is hit or miss. Only the companies that look at LeetCode are going to hire you. So you're kind of limited to that pool. So if you're spending all your time on LeetCode, and I hope you really want to work for the companies that hire off of LeetCode, because that's the pool of employers you're limited to. Okay. All right. Canada has had a good time. Alan, dude, what's up? If the company requests to be in the second or third year of the career, could I apply if I have the technical skills but not the career? Yeah, dude, just apply anyways. No one's saying you can't apply. And if someone says you can't, ignore them and apply anyways. Cleveland. All right, Cleveland it is. I didn't do Maryland yet. We'll get there. I didn't do DC either. We'll get there. We've gone all over the place. This felt like a dance. Independence, Ohio. Where's Findlay, Ohio? Actually, I looked for you once, Craig, and there's like nothing. What do we got? Web dev, 33-mile radius, Independence, Ohio. I don't know how far that is, but let's click on it. Let's check it out. See what it looks like. WordPress, PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript to develop, modify, maintain web properties for internal and external clients. So this is a dev shop type deal. This is a project-to-project thing. I found that these companies can be kind of fickle because if they don't have new clients coming on or requesting new work, guess who gets cut? So I don't know. It's I applied for one of these types of project-to-project jobs, and I went to look on LinkedIn to see. I got an interview and they really wanted to hire me, and I went on LinkedIn to look to see how the other people that work there, and it was just like 4 pages of LinkedIn people that worked at the company that I was applying to that had been let go because they ran out of projects, and then they got another project real quick, and so they were looking to hire somebody, and I was that interviewee, and I was like, wait, okay, so right after this project, what happens? Do I still have a job? And they're like, well, we're mainly a word of mouth referral business, and we're always going to be, more UI UX. Development is just something we need to get the project done. I was like, so basically you're telling me that after this project is over, I'm screwed. So, no, hopefully things go good. Okay, bye. Click hang up on that interview. Just be careful with these types of shops. Monthly gym allowance, I guess that's good. Performance incentives, I don't know what that means. Does that mean you work more hours and get paid more, or does that mean really subjective, like you wrote good code, here's $10? What's dumb, dude? What's up? Gonna watch all your vids now. Peace, man, you're the best. No, dude, you're the best. Maria, hope this is helping. Well, let's take a look at some more jobs in Cleveland. Senior, I'll skip that. Help plan joint replacement surgeries. That's a weird description of a job. Cleveland seems okay. I don't know where Garfield Heights is. Developer 2. So if there's Developer 2, chances are there's Developer 1. Let's go see if we can find Developer 1, which is probably junior, which is what we want. So let's look at more jobs. Really? Well, let's go back to the company then. Benefits. You get to build something that makes a difference. Sure. Casual dress. A lot of these things are not really benefits. They're really pushing it here. Help make reading accessible. Is that a benefit to you? That sounds like a benefit to other people. Maybe we'll do like Glassdoor reviews one day. Like, you guys can throw a company at me, and then we'll like try to like reverse engineer. What do you think? What do you think if we do that for the stream tomorrow? You guys throw a company at me, and we reverse engineer how to apply to it. Thoughts? I think that'd be good. I should note that down somewhere. I got airplane tickets. $20 an hour is the dream here in Mexico. I mean, it's all related to cost of living. So when you see the numbers here, just remember, $20 an hour is about $42,000 a year. All right, so we'll do reverse engineer companies. All right, got it. That sounds awesome. All right, cool. So if you guys got companies in mind that you want to apply to, throw them at me. We'll take a look at them, reverse engineer, and I'll see what I can do to get you guys that foot in the door. How much more difficult is it to get a job without any cover letter? You're not going to get a chance. Like, good luck. It's not more difficult, but you're wasting your time at that point. Is Stack Overflow the best place to start a job search compared to Glassdoor, Monster, Dice? It doesn't really matter. So Monday, a lot of these companies repost in different places. I've found a job from Indeed. I found a job from We Work Remotely. I found a job from AngelList, and I found a job from here on Stack Overflow. 2 jobs on Indeed, actually. The last one that I just quit, and my first full-time PHP job, $50,000 a year, was from Indeed. Because you can post for free on Indeed, whereas it costs a company $5,000 to make a post on Stack Overflow. Josh, please. I have a phone interview for junior front-end dev, but you don't know what to expect. All right, go to Glassdoor, type in the company name, look at reviews, and look at interview questions. Scroll through that, and that will give you some idea, because it's pretty vague. What to expect? I don't know what the company is. You're the man, dude. You're the man. Do you think that jobs related to AI are going to increase? Yes. In the distant future? Not in the distant future, dude. It's happening now. I don't know if you see all these cars starting to evolve into driving assisted cars, into more and more assisted, where it's, yeah, I mean, AI is going to be. Internship during high school? Yes. How about no resume? You might as well just walk in and just slam your business card on the table and then just wink at that point. Who did I miss? I know I missed stuff. Jacksonville, Florida. All right, Jacksonville, Florida. We'll hit up Jacksonville. Oh, I know there's tons of jobs in Jacksonville. My 2 coworkers were in Jacksonville. Full stack dev at Jacksonville Beach. C#. I mean, I don't know really what you want to do. Lots of C#. It's kind of funny because my job was C# and they were in Jacksonville. C#, C#, C#. Let's look for newest. Philadelphia. Dude, I got Philadelphia right after this. You posted that like 10 times. Thank you for being patient with me. Sorry, but thank you for reminding me. Let's just click this one. You're in our co-located. Okay. Track record of supporting your team members. I don't really know what that means. I don't know how you're going to prove that track record. They're going to have to call someone to vouch for you because you can vouch for yourself, and that doesn't mean anything. Thrive as an equal member in a self-organizing team. Okay. All right, so what exactly are you doing? Strong interest and skills. So you don't even have to know this. All you have to have is a strong interest. Apply to this. So I don't know if you guys are in Jacksonville, but hit up the alt source here in Jacksonville Beach. Master of the match, dude. No, you're good, man. I saw it like 10 times, and I made a note to do it, and then it just kept slipping. Flexible hours, that's cool. For a large company, like 50 to 5,200 people, flexible hours is really good. Sit stand desk, I mean, I guess that's good. Stocked kitchen, including pancake fry. That's not good. That's not healthy. Your standing desks go, pointless at that. I don't know. It seems like a pretty chill company. We hire great people. So you're going to work with people from NASA, Intel, Amazon, Roku, Blue Volt, Zoom Care. So that's a pretty wide range of experience here. They're not really given a whole lot of what the project is that you're going to be hired on for. So I would make sure to maybe ask a question in the email or however you apply to be like, I'm curious if this sounds like a great role. Like, I don't really know what you'd be doing here. Seems okay. New Mexico? We got to do Philadelphia first. We got to do Philadelphia. Then we'll hit up. I don't know how to spell Philadelphia. I don't feel like typing it. I'm going to just copy paste it. Sort by newest. Design Cloud SQL Server. Do they really want to hire for this? This is 10 grand. These two spots right here on Stack Overflow is 10 grand for this company. Comcast is hiring apparently. Java dev, Accenture, Salesforce dev. Don't be a Salesforce dev, because if Salesforce ever goes under, you've spent the past 5 years developing an expertise in some sort of third-party program that you can't transfer anywhere, but you get paid more. So if that's worth the trade-off for you, go be a Salesforce dev. I would take some more open source skills, in my opinion. That's really niche. Just because a lot of companies use it now doesn't mean that'll keep going. I don't know. Philly's looking pretty difficult, man. Let's come up here. Software engineer Python. Front-end dev. All right, here we go. PHP 5. That's old PHP. They want you to know everything. They literally want you to know everything. So I'm going to guess the person who wrote this doesn't know what they want. They just want someone that can do everything if required. So let's look at what you're going to be doing on a day-to-day. Let me zoom in because it's probably tiny for you. Make changes. So bug fixing, that's what you're going to be doing for your first week. 5 years experience. They're asking for an awful lot here. Technical guidance to clients, support, maintain. This is all pretty basic. This seems actually kind of junior to me. Fluency in HTML5+. What is there to be fluent? There's like 10 tags to use. Really not a whole lot of what you'd be doing here. I would apply to this if you as a junior. This seems kind of silly. This part, and they want you to know Photoshop. So they want you to know back-end, front-end, Photoshop, working with customers. They literally want you to be an entire entrepreneur in this one job posting. So I would apply and try to sell what you got. Hazleton. We could look up Hazleton. Besides Comcast, it's a dry well. No, dude, it seems to be okay. Like on Indeed, it seems to be going all right. Indeed Prime. Oh, they don't want to give away. Wait, what? I got baited. Get out of here. Hands-on.net developer. This is a contract job. You see hourly like this, be careful. 9+ years of hands-on experience. For $60 an hour, 9 years experience. Are you kidding me? We'll be charging like $180. You could charge that after the 4 years experience. No. iOS dev. Yeah, so, I mean, I would recommend maybe hit up Indeed. Indeed seems to be doing better here. What'd I hit? I guess we're listening to piano now. 9 years React experience. Yep. Melbourne, Australia. Can I do a European country? Sweden, Germany. We did Germany first. Haven't done Sweden yet because we haven't found that. PA's behind. It seems to be doing okay. But, alright, so for all you guys looking for specific cities, let's ignore the specific city for a second, and then let's talk to people outside the country real quick. If you want to work in the U.S. or you want to work remote or you want to be contract, how easy is it? How do you do it? Let me show you how you do it right here, right now, live. You want to come over here, empty this out, Stack Overflow, just jobs over here on the left. Come over here, perks. You want a visa sponsor. You're going to go ahead and click apply filters. Just scroll through this, right? Melbourne, Australia. Someone just asked about this. I saw this a second ago. San Francisco, Joe Marie. We did San Francisco a little bit ago. There's so many jobs in San Francisco. You just gotta be really careful. Like, you just gotta be so careful. Let me show you this article that I read. Look. Annual income of 170K in San Francisco qualifies as low-income housing, right? This was published on June 25th, 2018, and you'll see a lot of jobs in San Francisco that pay like $120. It's not that much money when your rent is like $4,000. I would apply to work remotely for a job in San Francisco and live in a cheaper place. Anyways, back to this working, with a visa. So that's what you want to do. We'll come over here. Ruby Dev, Envato. Oh, so this is a company that sells themes, I believe. The Envato market. They sell Shopify themes, WordPress themes, some stock footage. Ruby on Rails, React. So Ruby on Rails backend, I'm guessing. React on the front end. Let's take a look. Joe Marie, you're welcome. Australia's premier Ruby development company. Whether you're a newbie or passionate newbie with experience, or you've worked at our scale, we'd love to hear from you. All right, so all you noobs in Australia, junior devs, experienced devs in Australia, apply to this company right now. Just apply, right? They don't care. Passionate, right? So this is where you get to make your story, sell yourself, sell your brand, sell your personal persona in your cover letter, because that's what they care about here. You got to be on call 24/7. I don't know how you feel about that. Be a nice person who cares about their work. Come on, Australia, you guys are nice. You guys seem like a lot more, less politically correct, and you just kind of say it how it is. Fantastic culture. What is this going to link me to? You can't link me to an article written by your company. Of course, that's biased as shit. I don't know. This seems pretty good for Melbourne, New Mexico. You're done with HTML, pretty comfortable with front end. You really like to go for full stack. Do you recommend Ruby on Rails or no to go with my JS? Don't do Ruby on Rails. Do Python, Node, or PHP for backend. Don't do Rails. I teach Rails. Don't do Rails. All right. If you're passionate about e-commerce, that'd be a good bonus to talk about here, right? Because they're an Envato market. They help people make a living by selling themes, photos, music tracks, illustrations, Shopify themes, stock footage, I believe. You guys want to know how to say razor blades with an Australian accent? All you have to do is say rise, like rising, and then up, and then lights. Rise, up, lights. And then you say that fast, and now you've said razor blades with an Australian accent. Right here. It always cracks me up. Okay. Someone wanted New Mexico. Can I show the business again? For which one? Everyone is repeating that in their head right now. They're like, wow, wait, it does. You forgot to say mate at the end? They don't always say that. New Mexico. That's not good. That's really not good. Can I get like Albuquerque? Yeah, alright. We're gonna have to hit up not Stack Overflow. The one you said was biased. Oh, it's called Envato. I didn't say it was biased. I just said that like they wrote an article about how their company culture is amazing, but it wasn't like from a third party. It was by their own company writing an article about how their own company is amazing. Does that like reduce credibility a little bit to anybody? It does to me. I'm gonna if I had my like own like huge company, I'd write blogs that, you know, show the shit out of my company. Yeah, it's the best in the world. Come work for me. But from an application standpoint, it's like, try applying for jobs in Fiji Island. You Mayman, boy. Lockheed Martin, software engineer, Unity 3D. That's cool. You might be working what is it called? Prepared 3D. It's a flight simulator by Lockheed Martin. That's what this job is probably. Front-end dev. Agility. It's a weird name. Let's take a gander. How old is this post? Sponsored. Can't see. Might have been here for a while. Front-end dev doesn't say what you need. Doesn't say any languages that you need. Yeah, so if you're in New Mexico, Albuquerque, apply to this company because they seem pretty soft skills. You know, use judgment to suggest solutions that balance customer needs, business constraint, blah, blah, blah. Document work and results. I mean, you're coding, so everything you do is documented. Collaborate effectively. Okay, pretty standard. Yeah, apply for this. Agility. Hazleton. Don't Stack Overflow jobs pay less or require more because they had to fork over $5K? No. The companies that post on Stack Overflow know that Stack Overflow is the most visited site in the world for developers when it comes to solving problems and kind of pretty much looking for jobs, developer jobs. And so they can charge that pretty penny. What were we going to look at last? Craig, did you post this in Discord? Can you like at everyone this stream in Discord? I know it's kind of late, but I'll try to get in there. Hazleton, my bad. All right, you wanted Hazleton. By the way, I'm doing resume reviews after this live stream. It'll be up. Well, it won't be up because I have to send it to someone and they have to review it and then it'll go up. But if you want me to review a resume, cover letters, portfolios, shoot those to me. Email down there below. How long have we been doing this? An hour and 9 minutes? 11:47. My girlfriend's probably like, "Shut up, Josh. So loud." All right, developer. You know, I'm going to show this message, and now I'm going to remove this message. This chat is so weird. Java dev. So I'm not seeing anything in Hazleton. Application developer. Of course I said I'm not seeing anything, and it just pops up. Bro, right here, DBI Services. Let's look at this company. Let's see what they got to offer here. It looks pretty chill. JavaScript, HTML, smartphone development. They don't even know what that means. What do you mean smartphone development? Does that mean mobile first? Or does that mean React Native? Or Android? Or iOS native? Okay. This is going to be a really small company. Experience in wiring small electronics is beneficial? What is going on with this job posting? Work with functional owner. What? DBI Services for you dudes in Pennsylvania, dudettes. Well, it's a pretty big company. Founded in 1978, still around. Contact us. Let's look at careers. So, okay, here's a pro tip. Here's a pro tip for everyone in chat. So, every time you see a job on Stack Overflow that looks cool and it says senior, Google the company. If it's a workable application, look at the URL bar, delete the portion of the application, and go to the companyname.workable.com, or it's workable.companyname.com, and look at all their job postings. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. This is a great way to find junior development jobs, or just entry-level jobs that aren't posted, or just jobs in general that aren't showing up on Stack Overflow, because they got 5K. Which one are they going to put that money on? Are they probably going to put it on the senior dev posting, not just the software dev posting? So look up the job company here. This dude's like Men in Black level. I don't know why you guys hating on him. Employee testimonials. That's kind of weird. You've never been here for a resume review session. Do we just email ours to him when he asks for it? To him. It's so weird when people talk about me like in third person, like I don't read the chat. Yeah, you just email me the resume, bro, and then I'll review it in the video. These postings look all tough and stuff, but Josh makes them sound easy. That's because you just have to boil it down. See, look, Hazleton, Pennsylvania, application developer. So many other job postings at this company. And so if you apply to this one and you get rejected, apply to another one in a different town and be like, you'll be surprised, because I've done this. I applied to one in the town I wanted, rejected. Apply to another, same job, bigger company, different town. Hey, we'd like to interview you. Joe, how often do you do resume reviews? You're new on the channel. I used to do them every Saturday, but then, I don't know, people got bored of it. It's kind of difficult to make them original every time, because I'm just like, hey, don't do this thing, don't do this, do this thing. But I guess it helps people that are newer to the channel and want to see newer versions, and maybe I get better at doing them. I don't know. How do you make a good resume university student with 6 months industry experience? It's a deep question. I don't know what that industry experience consists of. It's hard for me to say. What did I miss any questions? I'm just making sure. I don't be that guy. 3 stars, Ryan K. Do I recommend contacting employees on LinkedIn or calling the company? You can call the company, message the devs that work at the company. Don't message the CTO or the hiring manager, because the secret is out on that one. Okay, the secret is out on messaging the hiring manager to get a job. Okay, don't do that. It's just gonna be like, oh, these developers. You guys blowing up my email, I think. Yeah, so, I mean, if you guys are interested, hit me up. I got some emails from people looking for resume reviews. I'll be in there tomorrow. Yeah, anyways, Hazleton, Pennsylvania, I hope that helped. Thanks for the SQL Bolt tip yesterday. Really helped, dude. good stuff. You should have streaming segments so it's not just one topic the whole stream. I think that would be cool. Well, I do a live stream every day, so I try to change the topic up every day. What'd I miss? Did I miss anything else? By the way, if you guys here and you do enjoy the stream, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. It helps the engagement with my channel and the YouTube algorithm. It would mean a lot to me if you guys just move your mouse and just click the thumbs up. Procuring that panini, obtaining this grain, getting this bread, yeeting this yeast. You are so serious. You think working as an IT has changed your personality? Is it possible? You are so serious. I think I just have the type of sense of humor where I talk very serious about things that I'm being sarcastic about. Companies go to meetups to hire as well. That's true. You're like PewDieCode. I kinda. How early do you recommend apply for jobs you know you're going to be available for a certain date? Yeah, you're going to need to get that out as soon as possible. If you know you're going to be available, like as soon as you know that date, start shooting them out. Advice for people in CS degree? That's so vague. I don't know what that means. This is a good, right? 1 year minimum program experience. Hit this up. Did I miss? Craig, thanks you for the 10, by the way, bro. Appreciate you. Craig, let's do the video tomorrow. I don't have anything going on. I just want to go to the gym. Then we can do the video on your channel. By the way, guys, Craig is like... Craig's 46, but you'd never know. You'd think he's like 28. And he's learning how to code, and he's documenting his journey on his own YouTube channel. So you should go check it out if you're in the older crowd and you want to see evidence that, yes, you can learn how to code when you're older and know your brain. Your brain can still learn stuff, and people are like, I'm older, it's hard to learn. Craig is living proof that is not true. Go look at Craig's channel. Go subscribe to his channel. Can we send you a job link we aren't sure about? Yeah, sure. We'll do that tomorrow, Master of the Mash. Let's do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's live stream is going to be me taking jobs that you guys want to apply to, and we'll go in and we'll look at breaking down the steps and what you should talk about specifically to try and get that job. The resume review is tomorrow later tonight. The resume review is going to be like a video that I'll post. It won't be like live like this. Advice for overweight 24-year-olds in a CS degree program and a dying grandmother. Do you want me to like find the cure to cancer too? What was the website you said to put the company's names in? Glassdoor. Gotta work on that JavaScript and Python. Yeah, dude. But how do you answer that question? That can't be a real question. Responsive employer. You get a badge for responding to your applicants. I'd be careful with some of these though. Sometimes you'll see high response rate on Stack Overflow. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's look at like Salt Lake City, where I live. There's tons of stuff in Salt Lake. So this rate, like I could tell you about almost every company in Salt Lake City because I applied to all of them. Dash 2 Group. This is a recruiting company. This is also a recruiting company. Penguin Computing. Western Governors University. So this, that's not a developer. UI Dev. I haven't seen this company before. So let's take this for example. Let's click apply now. Where does it take us? to LinkedIn. So they want you to apply on LinkedIn. It seems pretty chill. I'm looking for one that takes us to a workable. I'm just gonna start clicking on apply for different jobs because I want to show you guys how that you can like reverse engineer from like workable. I missed a bunch of questions. How do I get a girlfriend with a CS degree? Go to the gym, work out. I don't know if you've tried. Have you tried being handsome? And have you tried not being ugly? Also, have you tried not being poor? And have you tried having money? Also, have you tried? I'm just kidding. So you just say a city and you find us potential jobs. Yeah, we'll look at the job and we'll see like what I would say to them to apply or kind of like give you ideas of like things that you could do. Keeps me on that, you know, keeps it fast paced. Everybody gets a shot. What do you think of Lucid? Speaking of Salt Lake City, I think I applied to Lucid. Let me hit up. What am I doing? That's not a city, Josh. Lucid Hearing? Hey, could I do Atlanta, Georgia? Look for jobs in Sydney. We'll look for Sydney in a second. I did Chicago a little bit earlier. Oh, no, I didn't. So let me do Atlanta, then I'll do Sydney, and then we'll do Chicago. So I don't know if you guys are noticing this, but I never type in junior developer, front-end developer, or anything like that. I just type developer. Web development manager. You just tell people what to do and get paid $140 a year. Atlanta's looking pretty good. Puppet Explorer's camp assistant. Guys, you want to do show and tell performances? $20 an hour. I like show and tell. All right, let's look at Atlanta. Bellingham, Washington. Amity, we did Washington a little earlier. What you're going to find in Washington is a lot of Google jobs, Microsoft jobs, Amazon jobs, and possibly even Valve, the game company jobs. A lot of big money there, but it's expensive to live. Good night, Alice. Good night. Brooksource, Android Dev, Technical Consultant, Tier 2. Let's take a look at this. If you see Technical Consultant, Customer Support, Hero, whatever, go ahead and click on it. We're just looking through to see if we have anything with code here. It's not looking like there's much code here, so I'll back out of this one. I don't know why this is on Stack Overflow. It's weird. Sandy Springs, hey! Right near where I used to live. For the expensive city, should one just rent a place, work for a year or two, then bounce? I would only move to an expensive place to live if I knew I was getting like, you know, one of those big names on my resume like Google or whatever, and then I'd bounce. Or I would really try to negotiate remote because I don't feel like you should have to spend everything you make just to live in a box so that you can go to work to come back home and live in a box. Pass. This looks okay. 500,000 people. Can you imagine being CEO of a company with 1,000 people? I could never imagine having 1,000 employees under me. That's 5 to 10 years experience. Okay, ignore that. Let's see. Does it take it to a workable? All right, so this is what I mean. So you can see up here. Well, you can't. All right, hold on. You see up here in the URL, right? So boards, greenhouse, OneTrust, jobs. So we're going to eliminate this right here, and we're going to see what the jobs are. Sorry, we can't find that page. Okay, let's try OneTrust. All right, so here we've now gone backwards and reverse engineered, sort of. And we can scroll down. Sales operation, Java dev. Okay, so now we've just opened up a whole bunch of stuff, right? So people in London, I think they were talking a little bit earlier, right? So we just modified the URL from the greenhouse, went backwards to the main page, and you can come down here, and you got Atlanta Java Dev new grad, right? So new grad, new people. This is specifically targeted at computer science people, new grad Java, right? It didn't say that here. It just has this one posting for UI dev because this is what's most important to them at the time because it costs $5K for them to post it. So now we work backwards, and now we can see all the jobs they didn't want to talk about, and you're just like, look at all this stuff, brand new jobs, entry level, new grad London, lead developer, Atlanta, research engineer. Just look, we just keep scrolling. Look at all these dev jobs. Okay? This is what you got to do. Same thing with a workable. Let me try and find you guys a workable. I'm giving all the secrets up tonight. Where and how are you doing that? All right, let me figure out. Oh, you can't open previous tabs. Okay. You see how this is a featured job, by the way, on Stack Overflow? So it's $5K to just get a post. It's like $9K to get it featured. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So your Stack Overflow, you open up the job posting. You click apply. It takes you to a website. If it does take you to a website, up here in the URL, right? It's super small. I don't know how to. Here. Hold on. Here. In the URL. There. Up here. You can see. So we're just gonna cut off this portion of the URL. We're gonna go here. Damn, 9K. Yeah, it's like 9K for real. We're gonna go here, and now we can see current job openings at OneTrust. All the stuff that's not listed on Stack Overflow or Indeed or any of these places. Look, research and dev. Just scroll. All the stuff you'd never find that they're hiring for. You know, new grad, so on and so forth. Real question, do we need to know React or Angular or Vue? You probably need to know React. Please Chicago. Okay, we'll do Chicago. I got you. I said I'd do Chicago, and I said I'd do Sydney. Let me hit up Chicago. We're only looking for visa sponsors right now. Let me fix that. Not a whole lot going on. Front-end React Redux dev. All right, let's check that out. 75 to 115K. Material UI, Next.js, Redux, React. Okay. Pretty average front-end dev position these days. What do we got to do here? Familiar with JavaScript SSR. If you don't know what SSR, this means server-side rendering. Specifically, this means Next.js here. Proficient use of dev tool. I don't know why they. Can you do entry-level web dev for Utah? I'm not going to do entry-level web dev because don't search for entry-level dev. Don't search for junior-level dev. Don't type those words. Avoid those words if you do anything. Do not do it. India. All right. Divyansh Batham. We're going to search up India dev jobs. India developer jobs. Recruit.net. I don't know what I'm doing here, dude. This is okay. So this seems to be a job, like a website specifically for jobs in India, which I've never gone to before. I don't know how much money this is compared to like your cost of living or any of that. I don't know any of it. I got nothing. Okay, back to this Chicago job. Mid-level, senior level. Proficient. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Familiarity with Drupal CMS. Experience with server-side node. Experience developing real-time applications. So this might have to do with like Sockets.io. That could be a great video for you to make how to search accordingly on Stack Overflow. It could be. I don't think it would make it to 10 minutes though. It's like you have to make a 10-minute video. Like if you make 10-minute videos, which is why I make 10-minute videos, you get prioritized in the algorithm more. Prioritized, as Grant Cardone would say. Priorities. He says it really southern. Um, what can I do if they want 2+ years React experience and you only have 2 months and you're using PHP? You tell them that and you're like, look, I really want to do it. Give me a test. Let me prove myself before you say no. That's it. That's all you say. You say, hold on, look, you're gonna say no, bro. I got you, right? Just shoot me a test. Shoot me a test. See what I can do. Don't be a baby in the interview. If you know they're gonna say no, or if they've already said no, it's not against the law to try and change their mind. How much of a job posting's requirement should one have to apply? You could get away with almost none. You can get away with almost none. Like, don't consider. So, what's your name? Janet Leon. So, don't consider your application or the job application and your resume a 1-to-1 comparison. I should talk like, I don't want to hold those up. That's my plane tickets. Like this, okay? It's not a 1-to-1 check. And if you have 85% of the checks, then you apply. Don't do that. If you think you have a shot, you like what they're doing, you like the way the post is worded, you're getting a good vibe on the culture, just apply. If they say no, you can be like, well, why not? Let's talk about it. Well, what about this? Give me a test. Like, no one's going to come to your house and be like, ma'am, you only applied with 85% of the requirements, and we actually require 96%, so I'm going to basically tell you to never apply. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Nothing happens. What are your top 5 rappers of all time? Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't have like a top 5. I don't really have top 5. Josh, is computer science the best career right now? Is there anything that has security? There's no security in anything. There's no certainty in anything. Job security is a fallacy. Certainty in general, right? The only thing certain in this world is change. Okay, stop looking for security. Stop looking for the safe way. Live on the edge a little bit. I can tell you that most of the big wins I've had in my life, specifically the very first job that I had, was because I did something that was a little bit outrageous, out of the box. Like when the guy, he's like, sorry Josh, we really like you, but we just can't hire you. You don't got enough experience. And I was like, well, hold on. Part-time. Let's do part-time. Let me do something for you. And I didn't even mention getting paid. I was just like, let me do something, right? Just let me show up. Like, I'm already made it this far. And they're like, okay, we'll pay you. Like, it's because I've gone out and done it. Like, I didn't wait for other people to approve of me. How much do you lie in interviews? All right, let's talk about flexible morality for a minute here. I don't lie in interviews, but not revealing information doesn't mean that you're lying. I'm gonna just leave you with that. Do you play Steam games? Or are you always coding every day? I don't really. I played Ring of Elysium a little and Golf with Friends a little today, and I'm not always coding. I'm usually always editing videos. Flexible morality. Isn't that lie by omission? How do they know? If you just omit it, then how do they know it's a lie? I don't know. Flexible morality, fam. You tell me. If you got bills piling up, you're about to be homeless, and someone says that do you have 3 years experience with JavaScript and you only got 2 years, you bet your ass I got 4 years of JavaScript experience. I mean, it's your life at the end of the day, okay? You got bills to pay. You got to be happy. You got to do what you got to do. And if they figure out that you lied later, maybe they fire you, or maybe they're like, huh, all right, well, he seems to be doing okay. Like, whatever. You played golf with friends? Yeah, I played golf with friends with Pocket and Mike earlier, but you weren't on. I know, because I was in that position of being, like, looking at the chat, like being almost homeless, and like, I didn't care what the application said. 8 years experience, 5 years experience, 2 years experience, 1 year experience. Like, I got whatever you need. just let me talk to you. Then we can move from there. And that worked a lot. And then there were some times where I just failed at interviews because I wasn't good at live coding interviews. But like, you know, me not being homeless and ruining my credit, like, you know, that weighed more on me than being like, yeah, well, actually, I have like a year, like, it's peanuts to me. All right. So this is Chicago. It seems pretty good. This is Atlanta. What am I talking about? I don't know. Chicago's like mostly banks. JP Morgan, Next Capital, JP Morgan. Seems okay. Software Development Engineer 1. Let's look at this. Work-a-day jobs. All right, so we might be able to reverse engineer here. Let's take a look. So we're going to modify this URL. Page isn't working. Why don't you work? All right, let's do maybe this. So you can see source Stack Overflow. So you can bet that they've reposted this a few times. Oh, view all. Is this going to load? We get a console error. Sources, network. Let me just debug this page in real time. Job. We got a 200. Huh. Whatever. Requested page not found. Why doesn't it just say that then? Does this work? Ah! Okay. So we have found the URL to look for whatever this company's is. Jobs. Trash, you're making 200K. You don't know that I make 200K. You believe there's e-verify if you tell an employer that you worked at ABC Web for 5 years and they can check to verify. How? How can they check to verify where you've worked? I mean, they can call your company and ask. Most people don't care. Anyways, here, again, you can kind of reverse engineer the URL to work backwards and see what they have. So it appears they have a lot of stuff. There's 3 jobs in Sydney right now. Tech support coordinator, social media specialist, vendor specialist. Brisbane, Perth, Sydney, more Sydney stuff here. Database marketing specialist, I don't know what that means. Can I view your portfolio? Yeah. Shoot them over. Do I have any idea what WI? I don't. Look for jobs in Louisiana? Sure. Do you have to be a citizen of the country where the company is located to apply for? No, you don't. Let's hit up Louisiana. I haven't ever looked at Louisiana, so this will be good. I gotta replay my music again. Wedding photography sound beds. What is this? Oh, this is like super hopeful and whatever. Not a lot in Louisiana. Let's check Indeed. Thibodeau. Looks good. HTML5, CSS, jQuery, Angular, JS Bootstrap. Yeah, I mean, this looks okay. Front-end dev. One of the best places to work. If I click apply now, where does it take me? Not to their website. Covington, software developer, C# mainly. Must be willing to do TDD. Direct experience preferred. Okay, preferred, but you can just say I'm willing to do it. Model view control experience, design patterns, blah blah. Yeah, this looks okay. Do you ever get burnt out from coding? You gotta pace yourself. There's a common phrase like chill out before you burn out, except with more expletives in that phrase. How about San Antonio? Yeah, we hit up San Antonio. San Antonio. Hour and 40 minutes. It's going by fast. Help desk services. Let's see what this looks like before we dismiss it. Alright, this is just IT. I don't know really where San Antonio is in relation to this. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot. At least not on Stack Overflow, but we can look up that on Indeed. Software dev, San Antonio, Texas. Let's check it out. 4.5 stars, or a little bit over. Let's look at it. Have you done Raleigh? Oh, we haven't done Raleigh. We are doing San Antonio, Jason. Devin. Chill, bro. Let's see. C++. Welcoming family style corporate culture. Does that mean you got a family style corporate culture reads? It's not who you know, it's who you blow. That's what that reads to me. That's how you get promoted. Family style corporate culture equals good old boys corporate culture. Pass. Hard pass. React Redux experience is a must. Ooh, hit him with the all caps. What is this? What is this? What is this job posting? Like 3 bullet points? Cucumber test automation. What? Agile experience, self-starter, contribute to design, challenge and norm, be the go-to person for REST API Java skills, but need not be an expert. Okay. So 2 years React experience. Okay. So San Antonio guy, Jason. This one looks good. Did I skip Sydney? No. Is jQuery worth learning? Yes. How often do companies offer relocation assistance to junior devs? Well, pretty common. I'd say like 50-50. What's your opinion about C#? It's good for Unity. Pass it on everything else. UI application dev, maybe? Huh, you got to get US secret clearance requiring applicants to be US citizens. So yeah. This is probably going to be a government contracting job. It's going to be intense. They're going to need you to have that degree. So in a government contracting job, degree is going to be pretty important here. I worked at a government contracting job. Did we look at this one already? No, we didn't. This one looks okay. Also San Antonio, Texas. Strong passion for automotive, so they're doing car stuff. Not a whole lot here. Reports to, can't say, but this is marketing department. So creating site content pages, email campaigns, and more. This could be pretty good if you're interested in front-end dev, a little bit of digital marketing. This would be a good company. Expel. Try Pittsburgh when you get a chance. Cody, we did Pittsburgh like 3 times earlier. You're struggling, but there's some, like, most stuff in Pennsylvania seem to be like banks. Can we do Boston? Yeah, let's hit up Boston. I feel like I'm on like a French outdoor, maybe Belgium, eating some Belgian waffles to this music. I don't know if you can hear it. This music makes me want Belgian waffles, some chocolate. Madison, Wisconsin. We'll check that out. Oh, NC. You keep saying Raleigh, and I keep forgetting. My bad, dude. Boston looks good. You got Amazon, so you can expect this to be like 9 pages of Amazon and Audible. Full stack dev. JavaScript dev, digital science remote, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Check it out. Talented JavaScript dev. Expect us to join and wait, what? Wait, it says remote, but they want you to come in the office. Okay. That's clickbait. That's clickbait right there. If you're interested in joining us. Okay. Exposure to functional programming. This means they're probably going to give you some algorithmic tests, some whiteboard tests for sure, or some pair coding tests, or some share your screen and solve this problem test. 100% if they mention this stuff on a JavaScript interview. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. They got that money. Amazon wants to hire. They got that money. They just 5K is like what Jeff Bezos makes in like 30 seconds. I've been here for an hour 46 minutes. I don't want to go too long now. Comcast. You got a lot of stuff here. I'm going to sort for remote. That usually drops it down. Well, then you can't see remote jobs in Boston, but I don't know. Hopefully this was good enough. How much do you earn from YouTube? Take a guess. Yo, Josh, what up? Matthew, what's up, dude? I gotta do Raleigh. $134 results. Let's go to newest. Raleigh, software dev. Here we go. Modern, blah, 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 blah. This looks okay. Let's look here. JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Webpack, blah, blah, right? This is mandatory. React, Redux. 5 years, 5+ year as a software developer. 5+ year, guys. 5+ year, not years. Portfolio reviews on stream. Yeah, I've considered doing it, but some people's portfolios have their phone numbers and their emails and their addresses, and they don't take that off, and I don't want to do that to people on a stream. 1.4 million a month on YouTube. Yeah, I know, right? Agile dev, right? So Kanban boards, Scrum, 2-week sprints, sprint review. They want you to have 5 years as a software dev, 3 years as a lead dev, and 2 years as a web dev. They literally want just an experienced developer. Basically, they're requiring you that you should have been promoted to these positions. JavaScript development certificate is a plus. This is the first time I've ever seen that in my entire life, that they're like certificate is a plus, because I don't know what that means. That probably means they're pretty open to hiring people from boot camps, if I think about it. This would be a good job, right? FDH Infrastructure Services, software developer here. I'll post it in the chat for you. Are you a fan of Elon Musk? Elon Musk is like #1 human. California. California is so huge. What's your dream city to work in? I don't work in places. I work remotely. So, you know, seeing as I do film, there's a lot of cities I'd like to film. So I don't really know yet because I haven't been there. People put their phone number on their scrappable portfolios. Yes, I've seen it. We started doing it live once, and then I had to end it because there was phone numbers and there were emails and there were addresses and there were like pictures and you could just dox the shit out of them, and I was like, no. What else? So Raleigh seems okay. Not too much. It seems okay. What did I miss? You going to Silicon Slopes Summit? If not, I mean, I don't really... I think it'd be cool to be a speaker at Silicon Slopes Summit. But I don't have a startup. So, I don't know. Hey, my Peter McKinnon cinematographer friend, did you see the new Panasonic SR1 and S1? That makes me depressed to even read that sentence because I don't know what that is, and I just bought a GH5 like a few months ago. So that makes me feel like I probably just wasted a bunch of money. Cody, what exactly is Git? Version control software. What were we doing? I think we were doing Tucson, right? And then you wanted Utah. So we'll do Tucson, then Utah. I did California a bunch earlier. Here's one. Full stack dev, 60 to 80K, not bad. Oh, Ruby on Rails. Must live in or willing to relocate. That's maybe they help with that. 1 to 10 people. Okay, they're probably not going to help you with that relocation. Yearly TwitchCon trips. Flexible hours. I guess that's good. We're looking for people who understand gaming communities and love playing games. That seems pretty chill for a Tiltify. Oh, okay, well that makes sense why they like gaming. They probably make something about getting tilted and doing something. I don't know. Let's look at it. Where does it take us? Okay, directly to this. Let's check out this one. LinkedIn. No, we don't want that. Do companies usually take devs and hire and train them? Yes. Why do you hate Ruby on Rails so much? Because it's crap. Why is it crap? Why do I think it's crap? Is because there's a lot of magic behind the scenes in Ruby on Rails, and if you want to do something manually, you have to fight Ruby on Rails to do it. Ruby on Rails is just a giant set of gems in Ruby put together, and so sometimes it's like you type in a command, generate whatever, right? Rails, G, whatever you want to do, and it just does all this stuff behind the scenes for you, and you just have to accept how that is. And sometimes you'll find gems or things you need to do that battle with Ruby on Rails, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. It's good for prototyping stuff with a database, but that's it. Thoughts on 1 hour commute each way? You better be getting paid for that because your 9-hour day, most likely, just turned into an 11-hour day. And so I would tell that employer to either compensate me for that time or let me leave 2 hours earlier. Otherwise, they can suck it. Full frame mirrorless but super pricey. S1 is mirrorless with awesome vid specs but still micro 4/3. S1R is the S1. So full frame is okay. Full frame's okay. I have a full frame lens right now, that's what I'm using as a speed booster on it. What is the slow-mo, and does it shoot 4K at 60? That's the question. And the main thing about Panasonic is like, what's the autofocus like? Right. So right now I'm on manual focus. So that's the only thing that I don't like about Panasonic. But the quality, so crisp for the price. 1 hour commute during a 6-month internship. It sounds like they're taking advantage of you, and you are accepting them taking advantage of you because 1 hour commute is ridiculous. Unless you're taking a train and you can work on that train, it's ridiculous. And if you're taking a train and you're working on that train, that gets taken off your day. You get to leave at hour 6 at work rather than hour 8 because that is ridiculous. You shouldn't be doing that. And if anyone says, we got to put in your time, that person's also taking advantage of you. Ignore that person. Yes, 4K, new autofocus system. I'm gonna need the price tag on that because I might have to sell this GH5 then. Was it like 11K or something? What did you do for a living while teaching yourself programming? I didn't teach myself. I went to a code boot camp. What I do for a living, I was a mechanical engineer. 1 hour train is chill. Listen to podcasts, read books, bring a laptop. Yeah, but only if you get to use that time to leave earlier, because no one should have to sit for 2 hours a day just going back and forth to work. I think that's absolutely ridiculous, especially when you're in a niche when you can easily do that job from home, but they won't let you do it because team bonding and team building, and essentially because they don't trust you. Why was Dev Mountain garbage? Okay, so it was 3 months, and we started with like 30 people. We ended with 5 people. The last month of Dev Mountain was personal project time, which essentially was not learning anything new and just showing up to class. And so we went from like 25, 30 people to like 5 people, and the teacher was just kind of like, we had like different teachers. We had like 5, 6 different teachers. Some of the teachers were late sometimes. No guarantee, but they didn't have guarantees. No one had guarantees at that time. It wasn't so bad. That was before it got bought out. The teachers were good. The curriculum was good. It was a little slow, but they were nice, right? They helped you. The price was really affordable, right? So $4,500, $4,500. If you look for part-time Dev Mountain right now, it's like $12K. Still no guarantee. And they've been bought out by Capella Education, and Capella Education was like ITT and DeVry, and ITT got raided by the FBI for predatory lending practices, and DeVry is just a non-accredited for-profit school, which means for-profit, which means they max out your federal loans to the legal limit that they can get. And then Capella University got bought out by Strayer University, which is essentially Phoenix University, and we all know Phoenix University is bullshit and their master's degrees don't mean anything, and every time I see a resume with Masters of whatever, Phoenix University, I'm like, did you just type your name into the application? Like, I don't know. That's why it's garbage. They still don't have a guarantee also. And every other, like the guy reached out to me. He was like, yo, why don't you like Dev Mountain? I was like, I did, but now you're not competitive anymore. You don't have a guarantee. And they were like, well, if we add a guarantee to our curriculum, students don't take the curriculum as serious. And I'm like, kind of, well, we have to stay competitive in the market. And I'm like, okay, so add a guarantee. Can you search for remote contractual jobs? No, I mean, not in this stream. Can I change the text on the screen to anything other than white? I don't know how. I can try. Font settings. We'll do blue. Done. There. What do you think about non-citizens employees? I mean, do what you gotta do. I don't know. What states do you guys think's worth living in? That's your choice, dude. Do you want to be a farmer? Go live in Missouri or some, where there's nothing. Kyle, hopefully that answers your question about Dev Mountain. My experience was okay. And then it just went downhill, and tuition kept going up. And I messaged the web dev guy there, and he was like, yep, sorry. Well, I was like, why don't you add a guarantee? And he's like, well, just come in and talk to me, and I'm happy to give you a tour of the campus. I was like, no, you're not answering the question, bro. You're just swerving me. Why don't you add a guarantee? Why don't you lower the prices? Why don't you do X, Y, Z? Well, just come on in. I'm happy. No, okay. It's BS. You're BSing me. It's a weird song. I'm going to have to pass on this one. It's a weird song too, but whatever. Alright, I've been streaming for an hour and 59 minutes. It's 12:36 a.m. in the morning for me. It's like 2 a.m. for you, Craig. You've been here for a long time. My voice is starting to go out. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the resume review video. It's going to be good. And then we'll do another live stream where you guys throw companies at me. We'll look at them. We'll try to reverse engineer them. Hopefully the stream has been helpful. If it has, please click the thumbs up. Please. It does me a favor. I don't know how many of you are here. I can't see that, but I'd appreciate it if you click the thumbs up. Or just shoot me an email. Let me know what you think. Got video ideas, whatever. Other than that, I'm going to go to sleep. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great Saturday, Sunday, Monday, wherever you're at in the world. And I appreciate all of you. I'll see you guys later.